As you can tell from the title, today is a story time video, one that I have tried to record a few times. Well, I actually did record it, didn't like the way it filmed, and that was back when I was in San Diego. Then I realized I hadn't told my mom the story, and I wanted her to know before I put it on the internet and shared it with you guys. So just a few different things have happened. So today I'm making myself sit down and film this video for you. First things first, as I always go over, my hair is like a 6-day-old twist out that will be washed out as soon as I hit the button to stop recording this video. It is on its absolute last leg, and I basically pineappled it the whole time except for one retwist, which was 2 nights ago. And let's see. Lip color is something my sister gave me. I think she got it from the beauty supply store. She didn't like the way it looked in her skin, and it basically matched every other lip color that I do have, and it is called Millbrook by Nicka K, Nicka K, New York, the True Matte collection. Something simple. I just wanted to give it a try and see how it filmed on camera. Top is from Ross, and this is a duster. It's pretty long, as you can see. Got this from Forever 21 actually, maybe about a month ago, and so it should still be in stores for you guys. So let me go ahead and get into this video on the time that a young man set my hair on fire, and I'm also going to share with you guys how I burned my hair off myself at the end of this video. So this happened quite a while ago. I was actually in middle school, so as you all know, I grew up in the Hampton Roads area. I went to Eaton Middle School at the time. It is a fundamental school, so I know you're wondering, like, why is this important? But it's well, at that time it was one of the only schools that you could not take a bus to. So pretty much every child that was in that school had to be dropped off in the morning. I know they might have had some options now, I'm not positive, but at that point in time you had to be dropped off. And my mom worked really close to where I lived, and the school was on the other side of the city. So I used to ride with one of my friends because her mom worked on that side of the city. So we would get to school pretty early because she was a security guard at another school, and she had to drop us off so she could be where she needed to be. And for anybody that was dropped off early, you could sit in the hallway. Like, we had a really huge front foyer hallway area, and you could sit, talk, play games, read, you know, do your homework, whatever you wanted to do during that time. It was your time, until the bell rang and we all went to homeroom. So at this time, I can't remember what grade it was. I feel like it was 7th grade, maybe. I know it wasn't 6th grade, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't 8th grade. So we're gonna go with 7th grade. I was dating this guy, and we're gonna name him Tom. And dating is such a loose term for this situation because it was middle school. Literally all we did was sit in the hallway and talk in the morning and maybe eat lunch together. That was about it. This particular morning, or this particular week I should say, my mom had braided my hair in like a half done style. So the front was braided and the back was in a low donut bun. And also around this time, this is when like hair products started to get really big. Like, you know, if you were growing up and doing your own hair, like, you started to get really into hair products. It was like Motions, because I know the foam wrap was really big when I was in middle school. And like Oil Sheen was a big thing, and Spritz, you know, Pump It Up, the pink and white bottle. You guys know what I'm talking about. So before I would go to school, I would take my scarf off and I would spray my hair down with Oil Sheen. I mean, sprayed it down to the ground, y'all, like, so much. So I get dropped off at school this particular morning, and we're sitting in the hallway, we're laughing, you know, just having a good time, and Tom comes in, sits beside me, per usual, nothing, you know, out of the ordinary. And this day, for some reason, he had a lighter. As I think back, I'm trying to figure out why a student in middle school would have a lighter, because in middle school you're 11 to 13, 11 to 14. I mean, I know why he had the lighter, but you know, why did you have a lighter? And he decided that he was going to stand behind me, so we would sit with our backs against the wall, and he stood behind me somehow. I guess I scooted up, or we were sitting in a circle or whatever, and he was playing with the lighter on the back of my neck. And everybody was like, oh, you're not gonna light it, you're not gonna light the lighter on her neck. And he flicked the lighter on, guys. And I don't know if you guys know anything about chemistry, But there are a lot of chemicals in oil sheen that cause it to be flammable. And my bun lit up like the 4th of July, okay? My bun ended up catching on fire. My friends that were around me, so at this point, Tom is like, panicking because he didn't think it was going to happen, even though hair itself is flammable, so that's just dumb. But he didn't think it was going to happen. My friends are like beating the back of my head, like in the bun, trying to put the fire out before it becomes like a big old scene. I get up, I take off running to the bathroom, and I get in the bathroom and I take my ponytail out, ponytail holder out around the donut bun, and my hair just falls in the sink. So I stand there and I'm like, crap. 1, my hair is in the sink. 2, what am I gonna tell my mama? Like, those were the first 2 things that came to mind in that situation. Like, my mom is going to beat my behind. So I ended up putting my hair back in a bun in a way that you couldn't really tell. I don't know how, but I did. And I lied. I lied like a rug. I lied so hard. And I'm not really a good liar, so that says a lot. Either my mom knew I was lying and she was just like, I don't want to know, or I really lied a little bit. I lied very well that day. And I used to still go to the shops to get my relaxers done every 2 weeks around that time. So I know I ended up saying something along the lines of I had brushed my hair out because I used to slick my ponytails down so much that my eyebrows would sit up on my face. And I was just like, oh, I think I brushed my hair too much, because I used very, very hard brushes back then too, which is just awful in itself. But somehow, somewhere, my mom didn't find out. She literally did not know about this until I told her when I was in San Diego. So this was literally, 13 years ago, maybe 12 years ago, because I'm coming up on 10 years from getting out of high school. So yeah, about 12 years ago, and she had no clue. So that was like my first real haircut, I guess you could say, due to the guy burning my hair off in the middle of my middle school hallway. Just ridiculous. Now, on to me, and me burning my own hair off. While I was in San Diego, I decided that I was going to, I was going through some really difficult changes and transitions with my hair. I shared them with you guys. Like, my hair was very brittle. It was shedding a lot, and I figured it was due to the change in environment, the change in atmosphere, because the air, is very, very dry out there, and I believe the water is dry out there as well. So my hair went into shock, basically. And I really wasn't sure how to handle it. So this specific day, I decided that I was going to purchase bentonite clay while I was out there and give it a try. So I put bentonite clay on my hair, washed it out. Everything was looking good, so I was excited. I was like, okay, it's finally starting to look alive again. It's not shedding as much. And I knew that I had something to do that upcoming weekend. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick blowout, put some twist in my hair, and keep it moving. I looked at the blow dryer. It was the same exact blow dryer that I have in my bathroom, just a different color. Literally same exact blow dryer. So I'm like, I'm familiar with this tool. I know, what it can do and all that. Turn the blow dryer on, I put my hair in 4 sections per usual. Use the same type of method, maybe not the same exact products that I use here, but same method. I did the lock method, sealed and all that good stuff, and decided to go ahead and blow dry my hair. Did 1 section, no problem, because I'm very habitual in the way that I do things, so I blow dry my hair the same way every time. So I start on this side, blow dry and everything out, no problem. Put a twist in, keep it moving. Get to this side of my head in the back, and I'm blow drying because I use the tension method, and I'm going over the strands of hair with the blow dryer, y'all, and it starts to smell like burning hair. I'm like, what is going on in here? Like, why does it smell like that? I turn the blow dryer off, and a chunk of my hair falls on the floor. Y'all, a chunk of my hair fell on the floor. Literally, tears were like in my eyes. So I'm like, what in the world? Like, I've gone an entire year not using heat. I've started to bring it back in moderation. And this is how you do me? Like, this is what you do to me? So there's like a section in my head. It's very difficult to show because, of course, my hair itself is like over it. But if you guys can see, It's like right here where it burned off, and basically this was like all I was left with. Like it, and it's about that much hair. The piece is that long, as opposed to the rest of my hair, and I'm just so glad and thankful and blessed, and any other words you could think of, that it is in the back in the center, so I can like cover it up when I wear my hair down. Because I literally thought about cutting off my hair off and just starting over. It hurt my feelings that bad. So those are basically the 2 times that heat has ruined my hair. The first because my boyfriend set my hair on fire in middle school. He did apologize though. I believe he wrote me a note and said he was sorry. I do remember that part of it. So he was very apologetic for doing so. So, I mean, hey, it grew back. It's all good. I ended up cutting it off myself anyway to grow it back out. So, whatever. And then the second time, I did it myself with a blow dryer. So, if you guys have any stories related to hair and heat mishaps, please leave them down below. Your guys' comments on my last story time video had me cracking up, so I love to hear you guys' stories or what you would have done in the situation. It's always a good laugh. So as always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not following me on social media, I have all that linked down below as well. I will see you guys in my next video.